Hi guys! Welcome back to my July plan with me. So, for the month of July, I decided that I wanted to do a yellow theme. And what more represents yellow than sunflowers? So, as such, my theme for July would be sunflowers. So, first, I'll be doing my calendar for July. I decided I wanted the calendar kind of format for the first few pages of my July bujo. So for my calendar, I simply just draw 31 squares, 2.5 cm times 2.5 cm on the first two pages of my July bujo to represent the 31 days of July. I repeated drawing the remaining squares on the other side of the page. Next, I went to write in the headers for my calendar to represent the days of the week, and then I used a Muji pen to draw a shadow at the back of the letters. To decorate my calendar, I used my yellow felt tip marker to fill in the space above my calendar boxes, just to decorate it a little bit. This will be a reoccurring theme for the rest of my bujo, as you'll see in my weekly journal later. Next, I wrote the dates of the month using the same Muji pen I did just now to draw the shadow. Now it's time to decorate my bullet journal with sunflowers. So first, I drew some circles to represent the face of the sunflower, and afterwards I used my pen to draw in and fill in how I want to decorate my sunflowers. I ended up swapping to a line-up pen instead of using my Muji pen so that I can be more detailed with my art. I wanted to give my sunflowers a bit more dimension, so I tried to face the sunflowers at different angles to make it look as if it's facing different directions. After drawing the petals around the sunflower face, I went to draw in some lines to give my sunflower petals a bit more depth. Next, I went to draw in many little circles around the face of the sunflower to give the effect of sunflower seeds on the face. I repeated this for the rest of the sunflowers that I'm going to draw. Afterwards, I went to draw in the leaves and the stalks of the sunflowers. I'm not really an expert on drawing sunflowers, so my sunflowers are based on what I imagine sunflowers to look like and not really based on real actual sunflowers. I repeated it for the sunflowers at the bottom of the page that I drew. Afterwards, I used the same yellow felt tip marker to decorate and color in the petals of the sunflower. Then I used a brown felt tip marker to fill in the faces, and afterwards I used a red highlighter to give my petals a bit more shadow. Afterwards, I used a green highlighter to color in the leaves and the stalks of the sunflowers. I really love how my sunflowers turned out in the end. It really looked really nice and clean, and I'm really proud of drawing these sunflowers. Next, I'll be doing my mood tracker. I'll be using a sunflower to do my mood tracker. So first, I went to draw in the face of the sunflower using a candle, and then I went to outline the circle a bit more just to make the lines cleaner. And afterwards, I went to draw 31 petals to represent the 31 days of July. Next, I drew my stalk and leaf and then wrote the header in the face of the sunflower. Then, I put my key on the leaf that I just drew. I decided to color the face of the sunflower using the same brown felt tip marker. Next, I used the same green highlighter to color in the stalk, Then I went to do the key for my mood tracker by drawing different patterns to represent different moods. Then I wrote in the mood inside the key. As I had space next to my sunflower, I decided to write in a quote that says, "No one is you and that is your power." I really like this quote as it really shows that no one can affect how you feel other than yourself, and you can choose how you want to react to the situation you're currently in. As usual, I decided to do a July bingo as I did for the past 2 months. For those who don't know what I'm doing, it's basically a to-do list but in a bingo format such that I can have more fun when I'm doing my to-do list instead of just ticking off the boxes on a simple list. I used my line-up pen to give a little shadow at the back of my header of my July bingo. Then I went to sketch out the sunflowers again. I repeated the same process of how I doodled my sunflowers by first doing the faces, the petals, and then I did the details for the sunflowers such as the seeds, the stalks, and the leaves. Afterwards, I colored in my sunflowers using the same materials again, which is my green highlighter, my red highlighter, my yellow felt tip marker, and my brown felt tip marker. Then I went to fill in my bingo. Next, I'll be doing my weekly journal for July. So first, I went to allocate the spaces of how I want to arrange my weekly journal to look like. I decided to put my calendar at the top right hand corner of my weekly journal, and afterwards I'll put a to-do list at the bottom. I used the same yellow felt tip marker to write in July, and afterwards I went to highlight the days of the week that we're currently in my weekly bullet journal. Afterwards, I drew a very long box to represent the to-do list at the very bottom, and I went to decorate it with a single line at the top. I used the same yellow felt tip marker again. Next, I went to draw in the boxes to represent the 7 days of the week. I did some corrections here and there to make sure that the lines are really crisp and really sharp. I repeated it on the other side such that I'll have 7 boxes in the end to represent the 7 days of the week. Next, I went to use the same yellow felt tip marker to decorate the boxes for the 7 days of the week. This is where I'll be writing the days and the dates of the week. Not sure if you guys can see really clearly, but first what I wrote was Monday, and afterwards I wrote the date of the week that we're currently in. I repeated it for the remaining days of the week. Next, I did a simple habit tracker at the bottom of my weekly journal. I basically wrote the header, and afterwards I colored in the headers of each of the habits. Then I went to label the headers of my habit tracker, and then I used boxes to represent the 7 days of the week that I need to do my habit tracker. Afterwards, it's time to decorate again. So, as usual, I did the same process again. I went to draw in the circles to represent the faces of the sunflowers that I'll be drawing. Then I went to fill in more details such as the sunflower seeds on the faces, the lines on the petals, and then the stalks and the leaves. I like the idea of the stalks and the leaves crossing over into my weekly bullet journal, so I decided to add it into the feature of how my weekly journals would look like. Of course, finally, I will color it in with the same markers again. I repeated this for the remaining days of my July weekly journal. So yeah, this is how my final July bullet journal looks like. I really hope you guys like it, and I really hope you guys enjoy my plan with me for July. Do take care and drink lots of water and rest well. I can't wait to see you guys again next time.